Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? I'm just trying to... I can't see you. I can see you here, but I can't... You know what I mean. I can't see you here. 2 seconds. I'm going to go and sort this out. Em's nearly ready. She's just popping the lippy on. We're feeling a little bit smug. We're organised.
Don't moz us.
Don't moz us. Don't moz us. All right. I'm just going to go and fix up this phone. And I'll be back in a tick, and we're all good to go. Have you all had a play on the sale bar yet? Just 2 ticks. I'll have a look. I can't look at your face. Ah, you're so funny.
Are you going to buy a smoker there, love?
Don't be silly. No, I don't.
Okay.
There's about 10 in the drawer in my office, though. Good afternoon. Who got here first? Good afternoon, Nancy and Cheryl. Good to see you. Time did go really quick. Joan, you're absolutely right. You didn't miss the start. You're here. Michelle and Karen are here as well, and Jeanette's here, and Helen's here, and Jenny Sleeman. I've given up on getting your buttons here in time. I'm posting out your order today, and the buttons will come in a separate parcel. Helen's here. Flick's here. I understood the first 3 photos for Felicity. I didn't understand the others. Don't tell me on Facebook. I will get in touch with you later. Bernadette, Fiona, Kathy, and Diane, and Merlin, Linda, and... Oh, Jill says hi. Hang on a minute. Jill's writing things. I've got to read without my glasses on. How much lippy the average woman eats in their lifetime quite put me off. Ah, okay, Jill. We are Revlon Colour Stay girls.
I'm a cover girl Outlast.
And you're what are you? You're a cover girl Outlast. It's...
Maybelline 24 is good. You
Revlon... Just, shush! They can't hear me. Revlon Colour Stay is the equivalent of tattooing your lips. It stays on for days unless you take it off with an oil-based remover. Fun fact. Hello, Cindy, Mel, Barbara, and Christine. Oh, thank you, Diane. It's looking a little bit American Houston Quilt Market today. That is the look. Hello, Catherine. Kath's just having breakfast. How's that work?
Each to their own.
Each to their own. I've watched Robert have a very large brunch out somewhere and have Weet-Bix for dinner. That's a thing. Oh, Tina, thanks. Karen always has trouble with her internet, and I think it's got something to do with the fact she's in KL. Yvonne, Maureen, Denise. Yes, we've had this discussion before. Jeanette needs romper room. Absolutely.
Magic mirror.
Michelle Fisher says she's all rubbish at applique. Oh, can you get the phone, Reg?
I'm a little bit busy here.
Michelle says she's a bit rubbish at applique. Yeah, but you make a mean chutney, so I think it all balances out in life, don't you? I think you're rubbish at applique. Anyway, today is all...
Queensland. Lisa is actually live, and she just heard the phone. She said, "Oh, fun."
Emmy, I can't talk to the girls if you're talking to someone in Queensland. You're going to have to move. Today is all about pretty much raw edge applique and then concealing raw edges with bias work. So, as I said, we wanted to do the same shape in 5 different ways. We know we're going to get through 4. I'm rooting for the 5th. I'm hoping I'm going to get there. If you are my applique club girls and I say polyfuse, you'll just go, okay, got it, because that is the 5th method I'm hoping we can fit in. We are on a little bit of a time constraint today. We're going to try and make sure we're done and dusted and out of here at 3:30. There's a couple of other things that are going on today. just in my little personal life that need to be attended to. So we are hoping to cram everything into an hour and a half. So I'm not going to drivel too much. But first of all, as I said before, there is a sale on. I'm not trying to create a massive orders for Steve for when he gets back. That is not him in the shot on Facebook with the tent, by the way, unless he's lost 40 kilos since he left the building. Yes, Judy. You're absolutely right. You put the lippy on now. It's not hidden under a mask. But it's not him in the photo. But we're nowhere nearly up to our next big shipment of fabric, and you know, you get the benefit in that is I get to move some of it out in a sale. The other thing is we're rearranging all of our Habby at the moment. If he comes back at the state that it's in at the moment, I think he might resign. So I have a lot to do with that. But the sale is just all about, you know, you're going to go, oh, that's a bit strange. It's just all about just knocking everything down a little bit for us. Some things are like, you'll see, she wants that to go, and other things just a little bit of a kick on, if you like, in terms of reducing the size of some of our bolts. It's only till midnight. I can't guarantee combined orders, so please don't place 5 and think I'm going to combine all of your postage. Maybe just take the punt and sit on your order in your cart until you're sure that you've looked at everything that's in there, because I'm not kidding, the second I get off the phone I'm going to start filling the orders that have come through. I need to get them all done and out tomorrow, and the applique sampler's going out at the moment as well, so there's lots and lots on with my serious voice on. Now what we're going to do is actually start. You can see what we've been doing here. We've been having a little play, and for those of you that have already bought your Round Up Creative Grids ruler, which is this one here, cameras everywhere, I think I want that one. This is the one that we've been playing with for what you can see up on the wall today. So if you've already got yours, good and well. If you haven't, there's a little bit of a special on those that you can have a look at if you want online. They are under all the sale stuff today. If you don't want to troll through the 150 or so things that are on sale, just put the words Round Up in. Emma! Put the words Round Up in, and it will bring that up, or you can put Creative Grids in and you will find everything. Okay, so that's what we're going to play with, and I think we've got about 9 or 10 of them left. We are going to move on to a different shape after this one, so it's not one that we're going to hold in stock all the time. One of the reasons for that is the freight costs, and they're heavy out of the US at the moment. So we are going on to some other shapes that we can get from our local Creative Grids distributor. So that's the reason for that. Now, these 4 different little blocks that we have done to show you have been done with this, and all different little techniques for stitching and securing them on. These have all been done by machine, but there's no reason why you can't do them by hand. And they've all been done this morning. They were quick and they were fast, so I think that's what you're really going to like about them. So I'm going to pull down this one first and give you a little close-up so you can have a look. So this one I have put together featuring the fabrics out of our little Liberty Fat 8 pack. So everything that I'm showing you, I'm not kidding, I have sat and made sure that there's just a little bit off, not off as in the fabric's off, a little bit off the price on everything that we're showing you today. Okay, so you will find them all in just a little smidge. Some things are big, some things are little. So this one here, we've just popped onto a plain white background and we've blanket stitched them on by machine. So we're going to show you how that all works. Have I got the bits for this one?
Hang on, I'll let me give you the script.
No, but where are the bits? Oh, we're not doing them in this one, are we? Oh, I knew that already. I've gone off already. I'm doing it in the oh, thanks. It's tag team day. I'm cutting, Emma's sewing. Is that right?
I think so.
So this one's been done with these. So the beauty of the brilliant thing about these, I've actually got one here out of his wrapper. There you go. The brilliant thing about these is that you can use your rotary cutter, and they are very simplistically and beautifully drawn up, so you can see exactly what you need to cut either one of these small orange peel shapes or one of the larger ones. So this one here has been made with the smaller shape, and I'm actually going to cut some from the larger shape to show you as well that we're going to stitch. So so Rob says he fixed the overhead camera.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No?
I don't know. We'll find out any second now, won't we? We will find out. Rosemary. No, Rosemary, you haven't missed anything. You've just missed the romper room.
Welcome.
Sorry?
The romper room welcome.
The romper room roll call. But that's okay. I'll tick you off the list. And I wouldn't worry about it. Gail and Grandy and Kerry came in, not far behind you. Val's here as well. So, you know, it's all good. Margaret and Mary and Linnell, there's people after you. Don't worry about it. Hey, I thought these were going to be the real deal.
Ooh, what?
These are not 4 and these are not 4.
No, they're 5, so that you had
That is
cut
not
them to
5.
square first.
That is not square.
Probably 4.5 then. Hang on.
Look at that.
Excuse me. They're the off cut.
Oh, where are the real ones?
You're not making it
Well,
out
I
of
just
that.
wanted to show them the small one. Does it fit? It does. I just want to show them.
You're messing
She's
with my
going,
head.
oh gosh, she's gone off script already and we've only just started. It's going to be a long afternoon. These are the 4 fabrics that Emma used that I cannot coordinate with the overhead because it's in reverse. Did I get my little grippy dippy? Oh, I did. This one, I love this one. Or this one. They're both good. I can't help myself. So these are 4, yeah? I knew that.
They were 4.
I'll show you what I'm doing. So when you sit this ruler over the top, you need to be on white to see it. You see that over here. This here is the perfect 4-inch square that you need to work with. So if I cut these down to 4-inch, which I'm not supposed to be doing, because I'm supposed to be doing the next size up for the demo. See that? Perfect. Absolutely perfect over the top. So now my line's down here straight with a square edge here. And this is what I really like, is that you've got both those lines so you can be absolutely sure that you are squared off before you start. Now, one thing I want you to think about investing in, if you're going to work with curves, and I've said this to you before, is a smaller blade rotary cutter, because depending on the size of the curve that you are going around, you're going to find a smaller blade easier, just like driving a big truck around a corner with big wheels versus a scooter. Ta-da! Look at that! That is just straight off the bat. So, if you were making Drunkard's Path with machine applique, there are your Drunkard's Path pieces right ready to go so that you can just lay them onto your background wherever you want to. I zoomed in the camera too much. Wherever you wanted to, you could have it on a bigger square if you wanted to, but that's done. But what we're actually going to do is turn it around. Now this time, I can line up my curve that is already cut. So I've got my black line right around that curve there, and I just whiz round again. And remember, I've got 4 layers here.
Don't try that with white flex on the back.
No, I won't do it with Lysafix on the back.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I tried.
With 4? Oh, okay. So this is exactly what we've already done, just to show you, duplicated over the top. But here's the cool thing. sit this on here, so it's on a little bit of an angle. These shapes don't just have to be orange peels. These. We can make some very cool flowers. So you can just keep layering them up. Now these ones, Emma has set out 3/4 of an inch from a centre so that Lisa could come back and put a Suffolk puff in the middle, which she did not do.
You can do that while I'm sewing.
I could. No, I want that one there and that one there. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Very, very pretty. And we talked about doing lots of different things today with them. You know, you could, if I just take that out, just sit these up here. Ignore these ones down the bottom and you've got yourself a beautiful lotus flower up the top. You could just run a bias stem down. So, you know, it is one of the most popular, everlasting, classic shapes to use to do orange peels, but then you can split them up and do lots of different things with them as well. So this one I'm going to pop back up here, and in preparation for M, I'm going to cut. Oh, I've got my demo voice on. Did you hear that? Oh, wow. Because I can't find the bin now. I've gone off cute. I'll just throw it that way and I'll get it later. I'm going to cut up some other ones in purple, in one of those gorgeous bubble prints.
Is that on special?
Everything is on special. I love it. I sat for ages last night going, oh, I don't need that much of that. Do you know how I decided what to put on special?
Fat bowl.
What? No, well, I didn't have to do it visually. I actually now, on the Shopify, I can sort by inventory quantity from largest to smallest.
That's a bit clever.
Isn't that clever? So I could actually go through and see what we had the most of. And don't think it was all under the Australian sun and my stuff either, and because a lot of it's been popped across to the textile pantry now. Yeah, I've warned the girls now. That's all getting very serious again. All right, so these ones, Emma, are for the big one.
Correct.
Correct. So these, what? What?
Because you're cutting, and I cut the last ones. Hello, everybody.
What?
I'll just let you know that you really need to pay attention when you're cutting for
Oh, yeah. I can tell you what I did yesterday too.
Well, this is what I did earlier, and this is not this big. I cut 3, and then this one,
no,
I couldn't
you
work
used the
out
wrong
why
one.
the flowers weren't fitting in because I used the wrong size.
Do you want to know what I did yesterday?
What did you do?
And sadly, I was talking to Tim.
That's why, because you were distracted, you weren't concentrating.
But I was on a Bonina at the time.
Concentrate.
Yes, but yesterday I was talking to Tim about coming and servicing my queue.
Yes.
He seemed to always try and fit servicing around brunch or a roast dinner.
Oh, clever. There's a man who thinks with his stomach.
Oh, don't you want me to come about 6 o'clock on Sunday? There's no roast this week. But, so I was talking to him and I had correctly switched to my straight stitch plate, which are on the Never Never order from Bonina. I've got girls that have got orders in. But straight stitch plate to
Quilt.
Also known as free motion quilting. And I had my straight stitch plate sitting there. I got a bit of thread in my race.
Yes.
Because I wasn't paying attention and I did something silly. Moving on.
Yes.
So I pulled it all out and I did the right thing and I took the plate off and everything and put it down and put it all back together and did it all and changed my needle.
Plate back on.
I put my straight stitch plate on and went to blanket stitch.
No.
And it was very embarrassing because I was talking to the Bonina serviceman at the time.
And he could hear the noise and he
He
says,
goes, what
are
did
you
you
doing?
do?
Don't cut that black one.
I'm not going to cut the black one.
Excellent. That's
that
good.
alright?
Yeah. Set that aside for later.
That's it. Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, so
I'll be back later.
this time we're actually going to use the other side. So this side here was 4-inch and this one over this side is the 5-inch one. So you can see Em's prepped these up ready to go, which was lovely of her. It's either because of that or she didn't want me to muck it up. I'm not sure. But that is sitting, no, you can't quite see it. but that's gonna be beautiful. So it goes either way. I'm a lefty, so I'm going to turn mine around. And the other thing about these, they just don't move. They grip. Nothing moves, even on the board.
Even on the Visaflex.
Even on the Visaflex?
Or Steamer C.
Look at that. I'm definitely going to do what I said before for method 5.
Oh, method 5 I haven't seen.
With the polyfuse. How cool is that? That's just so super cool. While I'm doing this, I want you to think about... Oh no, my brain's kicked in.
Stop.
This... Oh no, my brain's kicked in.
Yeah.
If this was a half square triangle block...
Hang on, I'm coming this time.
Come this time, please. I need to draw this and show you. Quick, quick, quick. Where's the pen? Where's the pen?
You're downloading your brain.
I'm downloading brain. Watch, watch, watch. If we had pre-pieced a triangle block, and then we're going to set our...
Ooh. That's a bit clever.
Should I do that with my Figo quilt?
Probably. That just says screams Figo, doesn't
Because
it?
then you would have half your pure one colour and half the other. Ooh.
That could be leaves. I'm thinking, didn't we have a retro leaves quilt that did something funky
With
like
a lot
that?
of bias.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this would be
Speaking
easier.
of which,
What?
a lot of bias.
A lot of bias. Great. Alright, let me cut these down. So we are going to have 4 of these, and these are the larger size. The other thing for the bubble paisleys, we've got a new Creative Grids ruler out in the garage as well. I've got a new one.
A new Creative Grids ruler?
Yeah, yeah.
What does it do?
I'm not telling you right now. It does fragmented star things.
Oh, it's another one like today's special one.
Well, a little bit like this one, a little bit like
Another variation.
a little bit like cut off corner, clip corner. Did you see you haven't seen my dining table?
No, because that's your house end of the house.
Well, the ones that we made, the pastel coloured ones, with the clip corner.
Corner clippers.
Yeah.
Extra large.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had roast dinner with them on Sunday night.
Did you?
Yeah, and everyone
And did
was
they
very
enjoy it?
impressed. Yeah, they did.
No, I mean because you had dinner with them. Haha.
Ah, they did. They were impressed. A lovely pot plant. Because a lot of the time our stuff doesn't actually end up being used in our own homes. They get... I miss the bin every time. They get shown to you and demonstrated and popped on walls at quilt shows, and then they get chuffed off to
Various
places like Pittsburgh, Valencia, and UK.
The bin's a little
Birmingham.
closer now.
Thanks, Em. All right. Seriously, here is our square. I've made the zoom too. I'm going to have to move the zoom. I zoomed too much. There we go. So now we're going to fold this way, yes?
Yes.
And we're going to press.
Now, before you
What?
stretch that bias, can I show you a trick that I learnt recently? No. Grab your long ruler.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
You're pressing it with
That's
your
it?
ruler without heat, so you can get that crease out. So give it
Hang on.
sorry,
Sorry,
the earth
really went
moved.
flying. Yes.
And that gives you this beautiful sharp crease in there.
Is that what people buy those little rollers for?
Maybe, because if you do it with your hands, you're stretching the bias. See, you want to stretch it, don't you?
Yeah, I do want to stretch
Just
it.
press it with your little ruler.
Got a hammer?
Hit it on the head with a hammer.
Hit it on the head with a hammer. Like that then. You happy now?
I'm happy now.
Okay. Look at these. Aren't they pretty? Okay, so now you need to decide what you would like to do. What? Now what? I'm just pulling off the
Okay,
paper.
don't compromise the edge.
Holy
Go to the middle
shamoly.
and pull it out.
How come we've got a cut across
Well,
it?
you just happen to be there. But,
Oh, okay.
But the trick with the pin, not up the
This
finger.
is really like Rompus Room now. Wow.
From the middle
My
out.
girls can't see what you're doing.
Oh, but I'll show it to them again. Where put it on the right camera. Then you're not compromising any of your edges.
Okay.
It's all from the middle out.
All right, I'll do
so
it now.
You do.
Give me a pin.
Change to the correct camera.
No, I'm
Hard.
just in shot. Like that.
Yep. From the middle out. Beautiful. So you're not compromising any edges by trying to flick and find
Yes,
any
well,
appealing.
someone asked something that absolutely floored me yesterday that I was doing. I was cutting something and making something, and they asked if it had been on the bias, and I said, oh yeah, it was this shape, but we were shaping with polyfuse. I said, no, and now I don't know if it would make a difference or not. Tell you what does make a difference, and that's using steamer seam.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you can position and put it on your design wall.
Yes, you can.
And it stays up there, it doesn't blow off in the wind.
In exchange for your this technique, I will share with you adding your glue stick to your tabs of fabric cut on the bias for your polyfuse shaping letter.
Okay.
Not on camera.
Okay. I think you just confused my brain.
I know, that's a staff bonus because it's
Okay.
usually only for a Quilter's Life girls. That's true, we did it yesterday. There was Revelations.
It's closer.
It's closer.
Sorry, I couldn't go that far.
Alright, so they, look at that.
We need the iron.
Yeah, I've got one here.
Oh, you've got the iron already.
Look at that. So what you can also do though is what we've done with the pink one is if you don't want them all in the middle, because you've actually got these folds here, you can grab a little ruler and bring them out, and you'll just bring them all out the same amount from the center. So I would measure all of these out 1/2 inch.
That's going to result in a bigger block. I do make them generous for putting onto boards.
Look at that. And so, you know, it's going to be up to you. This look here that I've got, this is going to give you an idea too of how you can mess around with things, because I can do this as one whole block and I can come through and pop a little square, or, you know, I'm busting to put a Suffolk puff there. That's one thing that you can do. But the other thing that you can do is leave yourself enough room to actually piece these. So if you don't want this to be one whole block, and I don't when I do my FIGO one that I'm going to do on grey, I'm actually going to want these to be separate blocks, and because I want to come through and put sashing in the middle and a piece little square in here.
Yep.
So you can do them as one whole block, but otherwise you would come through and and set them. And given that though, your block is still going to be 5.5 inches, we decided, didn't we? So this is 5 for cutting these down, but you will want them to be 5.5, so you've got that seam allowance on your background piece. When the seam allowance all gets pieced in though, then you're going to go straight back to it being a neat 5 finished, and the points on your orange peels are going to be exactly on those corners, which is a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing.
Don't miss the point.
So I'm going to iron this, and then you're going to sew it.
Do you have a bigger ironing board?
We do have a bigger ironing board. It was here a minute ago.
Okay. I'm just thinking you don't want... Oh, yes, that one.
That one.
Don't want them to fall off.
You okay with that?
Do the other one while you're there.
Oh, you're further down.
Yeah.
So I've popped most of the bubbles. The bubble prints are on special.
The green one too.
The green one's on special, and the dark blue. If you are grumpy with me that I haven't put the multi or the turquoise on, I think one of these is crooked, but we won't. Shh. I have a very, very good reason, which you will see in due course.
You make me a new project.
Maybe. I've got to make the Felicity bag.
Okay.
Well, with the multi paisley is the bubble. Is what we call it's Felicity fabric.
It is Felicity fabric.
They're on.
Where would you like this?
What? The sewing machine's coming up here.
Okay.
So I am going to step back now.
Oh, don't mess with my stuff.
Don't want to get in the way.
I don't like other people touching my things.
Look, I'm not talking to you at the moment anyway because your sewing room is neater than mine. We're just not going there.
Even with 16 chairs and a cupboard that don't belong.
The cupboard.
The cupboard that's going into your house. In
my defence, the person that owns the ute is AWOL at the moment, or I would come and get my cupboard out of your sewing room. All right, pass me. Do you want to pass me up the machine? Oh, we said we don't do that, do we?
Correct. If you just take a little step to your left and a jump to the front.
Okay. Oh,
put your hands on your hips. If you want me to do this standing up.
Oh, Felicity's being too smart.
Is she? Is she talking about Felicity fabric?
No, Flick's saying if you use the large orange peel shape for the top wings on the butterfly and the small...
And that would match so many of the oriental prints that we have.
Wouldn't it?
That styling.
Wouldn't it? Diane, thank you very much for asking, and that's why we've got a lot on this week is Robbie at the moment is probably sitting up pre-op watching the show, and he will be fine, but thank you very much for asking. It's Robbie week this week. Everything's kind of working around Rob, and he deserves it. But he's fine. Thank you very much for asking. I've just dropped him off, and I will go back and get him later.
That wasn't quite in the plan. But
It wasn't quite in the plan. We'd really hoped to leave him there overnight, but no. We were going to have a party, weren't we? It's going to be.
No, don't tell everyone.
Oh no, he might be watching about the cocktail. No, we don't mention the cocktails. Sylvia, that's absolutely fine. We'll send you a fine later for being late. That's okay. All right, they're all here. You ready? Oh, hi Fiona. We have to do the hi Fiona.
Okay. How high?
Because she's up there. She's
there
in the UK. No, there was a sensible question here. Ruth wanted to know what size of the black block. That is a very good question, Ruth, because it's going to be up to you. What you have to remember is that if you're using the large curve, it is a finished 5-inch block. And then if you take them out more from the centre though, then you're expanding the size of the actual 5 inches that each of the peels sit on. So this one is, Em's cut this at 12. Now I can see there that I've got adequate room to come back with a 1/4-inch seam all the way around.
Yep. You could, the girls know, these are all 10-inch.
Yeah, this is
finished.
all 10. So this is essentially the same as this if I'd had all the points in the middle, and it will just fit on a 10 because each of these peels sit on a 5-inch. So that's 2 5s make that one. So they all just sit. But this one, there's the gap because he's smaller. So there is just so much stuff. Felicity mentioned butterflies. The other thing that we saw that was really neat on a little demo was they're using this peel shape as a fish shape and popping a little triangle tail on the end, and stacks of stuff. Stacks of stuff. All right, I'm going to walk away. What do you need? You need a foot?
I need you.
How?
Are we swapping sides?
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm going. I'm done. I was going to go shopping.
Okay. Online?
Not online, but I will go and check if there's any questions from the girls. Do you want that off?
I can have that off. I thought you might like that on, but that is okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Is he firing up? Ah, there he is.
That sound.
Oh, you've got a thread and everything. I'm getting out of here. It's too scary.
So this is just blanket stitch, this one, isn't it? So
yes.
we'll do a metallic. Careful, you've got no foot room.
Oh, I've got no foot room. So this one is just raw edge, and we're going to do it with blanket stitch. Well, you don't have to do the whole thing. We might just do one. Just do one peel to show the girls.
Are they touching or gapped?
There's gap.
Okay.
So you can go around and do around the corner thing.
Mhm. Yep. I can talk to that.
And yeah, and that's around the corner thing.
Mm-hmm.
That one. All right.
That's what we're doing.
We've got everything. All right. Well, I'll get out of the way, and I'll go and get some more stuff that's on special. Because there's not enough on the
trash
set.
the stand while I'm trying to sew.
Yeah, something like that.
Now, I haven't threaded, and I have no idea what's in the bobbin. It's black, and I don't want black. I want bottom line. Sorry about that, ladies. Well, would you believe there's a tiny wee little spider running across the desk? Very entertaining on my side of the world.
Hey, that's Gary. Don't touch Gary.
I thought all spiders started with S. There was a very large Simon in the office at school last week, and after recess, Simon was not where I could see him anymore, and I really don't like huntsmans close by. Outside, fine. Inside, not fun. They run like crazy women in a sale. Okay, bottom line. And we would like some gold, metallic, and probably glasses would be really good. Shh. Oh, sorry. Changing tacks. I have discovered that that Gary just gave me a fright. The metallics actually prefer to run here. Then they don't go too loopy off the spool, and if we pop the little foam cushion underneath, it stops it from spinning to a halt when I stop. And I keep forgetting we're on a 475. I'm waiting for the foot to move. Threaded.
I lost the girls.
You lost the girls?
Yeah, I found them again.
Did they go out one day over the hill far away? Okay, so we're going to a blanket stitch. So we're going down to our patchwork stitches.
I have to.
And 1309 number stitch.
Sorry, safety announcement. Fiona's had two of them in her kitchen and sucked them up in her vacuum cleaner.
Now she has gazillions of them?
No, but she sprayed. Can I just tell you, don't... I saw Fiona at Small. Don't do what my Auntie Ruth did. You know what she did?
What did she do?
Well, she sucked them up her new small vacuum cleaner, and then she took the top off and put the spray in, and then what happens is when you turn it back on, it heats up and the spray expands, and it went boom, and it was so loud, but all the bits flew off in different directions, and it was hysterical, except it was her very expensive new Dyson vacuum cleaner.
Okay, we not do that.
No, don't do that.
So I am... Now Lisa asked me to let you know about corners, because we're doing 4 individual. It's just waking up. 4 individual petals or peels. I'm glad this presser foot that I'm using on the floor here is not the super duper one with the needle up, needle down, because I'm sure I have my foot resting right on the very tip of it, and I don't think we'd be making very good friends right now. Lise, you know what we forgot?
What?
You know those pieces of stabiliser that I cut ready to put on the back?
What's this we forgot? Do you want me to go and get you one? Or are you going to make it with this
I'm going to make it with this one. Now, ladies, corners, you need to learn the way your machine, not just...
I can't get you.
I'm too tall?
You're too...
Okay. You need to learn the... Oh, you probably wanted me to use this camera, didn't you, Lise?
That's all right.
You need to learn the pattern that your machine stitches blanket stitch, so that when you get to the corner, you know exactly where to stop, so that the legs of the T, as it were, always go into your applique piece, as opposed to some random spot outside on the background, so that you have nice, neat points on your leaves.
I can see your nails are starting to come off.
Do you mean this one? I didn't flip you the bird. It got caught on something yesterday, and then I went, no, it's just that one's just coming right off.
Can I just hold that up before you take it out? So I think the girls can see it. Yeah, they can. So you can see the blanket stitch.
So my needle right now is on the straight edge, so it's on the outside of the blanket stitch, and it is right on the point. Now I know the next stitch it's going to take is going to be 90 degrees to that. So I'm actually going to turn my fabric so that my peel, it goes in, and I'll just do that little in and out, and then I'll do the rest of the turn.
And then the other thing, depending on the machine you've got.
Sorry, got to go down to the basement.
Okay, based on, how was it down there? Is it tidy?
It's actually looking pretty good down there.
So I was just going to say, depending on your machine and the age of your machine, our bananas do, but you can change the length of your stitch while your needle is down. So if you do come up to wanting to match a corner or where you've started and get a nice stitch continuation, there's no reason why you can't shorten the length of your stitch at the last hurrah to make it a bit shorter so it all looks like it belongs together. What were you saying?
It doesn't do that as much when you use the foamy jiggy. Oh, hang on.
You're right there now. Okay, that's all right. We're good. All right, so let's pull it out and give us a look at it.
So where are we? We're
Go
here.
Oh, nice.
No, this
Lovely.
one. Oh,
No,
yeah,
no.
it's turned brain round, isn't it?
Yeah, it is turned brain around. There you go.
Go
So
the
there you
opposite
go.
way to what you think.
Lovely. So that's just the default stitch, yes? It's not.
Yes,
you haven't
I
changed
haven't
the
altered
size or
the
anything.
length or width of the stitch.
Now, you were just saying you really did mean to have a stabilizer under that, but it has actually behaved.
And that would be because we have stayed right on the edge. We haven't ventured too far into the background.
Yeah, and of course this is already stabilised because it's got the steamer seam on the back.
Behind it, yep.
Even the steamer seams are smidge less this week. I know. I was.
Did you
There was
sleep?
a rule. There was a rule that had to be, and it may, when you look at it and go, oh, she's only taken $1 off something. Remember, it's in half metre increments, so it's actually $2 off
a metre.
Yeah. Very nice.
So are we ready to talk to the next one?
Yeah, let's talk to the next one.
Okay.
All right. So the next one
we've
is.
had enough fun with this one.
Yeah. So the next one we're doing
So
the
that's
same
this one
thing.
here.
Yeah, that's
But
that
just
one.
in the supersize me.
Supersized up. So the next one we're doing, we're going to Fussy cut. Is that correct?
Oh, so you have to cut. Because
So
we're
I'm
doing
doing
this.
and I'm doing this with the border stripe.
No.
No?
No, you're doing that in Melba.
You sure about that?
Here's
Where's
the script.
We did
Melba.
too.
Melba.
Melba. But the Figo is my favourite.
Do you like the Figo?
I don't know. It's my.
So would you like me to take this machine down to the
Yeah,
basement?
can you
Now,
take
because
the
I am
proper-
going to change threads, I'm not making it do anything it doesn't like. I'm taking it through the machine.
The other thing,
Clean your needle shaft because it will have a little gluey build up.
I'm going to show the girls. I don't know if I can get up close enough and personal to show them this. I don't. Yeah, you can see that.
Hang on, do you
see
need
that?
something
Can
white
you
behind
see
it?
that? No, we've got it. I've got the machine. See that there? That is just the tiniest little bit of adhesive that
With
has
black
come
fluff.
off with the. You can see it because the black fluff has come off the background. So when you are doing a lot of work with adhesive, the thing that we do is just have sitting next to the machine just a little, only a little alcohol swab, or I cut up got some of those spray and wipe
Oh, yeah.
cleaners that we've still got from COVID house cleaning, and I cut one of those up and have it just next to the machine so you can just wipe it down. I needed it a lot when I did Rachel's cushion with the double-sided tape. There, I'll give that to you because you've got glasses. I don't know where mine are.
I love it. I didn't even put them on for that. I know where they are.
All right, I'll let you take that out of here and I'll cut our next one.
That wasn't in the plan.
It's all right, I'll get them later. You thought you were taking the machine?
I will, but I'll let you get in there so that I can take the machine.
Because we've got such a large studio. Oh, it's getting the overhaul this week. I have to tell everyone that I'm not sure when our next show is because I have there's on top of orders
it's the
and
major
club.
furniture restructure.
It's the furniture shuffle.
Pardon the pun.
None of the pun. All right, so the next one. Sorry about that, Em.
Right. That's not you. That's not the next one.
No, it's not. What am I on? This you want this one?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, that's what you told me.
Okay. Okay, we've done too many demos. We don't know what we're doing. Ah, goodness. Okay. So, this time we are going to Fussy cut from Melba. And I will get around and fix up that camera with the next one. So what I want to do this time is actually choose different parts from the design to cut my peels from. I know what I wanted. Just take these out of here. Yeah, sure, take that. I wanted the fan. I want this. Emma didn't though.
I didn't say.
I thought you wanted the big Waratahs.
No, didn't care.
What you have to remember with this is it's not like doing stack and wax or anything. You only need 4.
Yes.
You don't need the whole shebang. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I cut, I'm going to cut this bit off down here so that I've got just what I need. It's the sad thing with fabrics like this is that it doesn't matter where you cut,
You sacrifice
you're
something.
going to chop something. Right, now, whoops.
Too far gone.
So with this little guy here, this is where I want to play with my fans. Do you want a big one or little one? Big?
I've cut you big
You've
pieces
cut big.
of Lysaflex.
So
Steam seam.
this is the beauty of these beautiful clear templates. Is I don't have to do anything in terms of marking up my
Put the
template.
Lysaflex behind it first, only because it doesn't come out the same when you try and put it on.
I can. So you want me to? What do you want me to do? You want me to do
click
this
together,
first? Oh, I see. So you want this on the back first?
Yes, please. Then it stabilises it when you're cutting both. You'd be able to see from the back.
Yeah, you're right. We'll be able to see from the back. Right, I'll turn it over.
And the squares of steam seam are generous.
So it's got to go on point though.
That's okay.
Is that all right? On there?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to actually use the heat. I'm just going to shtick for now.
That's fine.
Is that all right?
Yep.
So you want that on there.
Yep.
And then my template.
Oh, you can do that from the front if you wanted to.
I will. I'm just checking it's in the right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I see what you
That
mean.
I've generously got enough.
Yep.
So that's going to go on there. We might need to take that off the hook, Em. I would let it go. Right, and this one. So I need 4 of them all together. So I'm just going to make sure that they're all generously covered. One, 2. So I suppose what I'm saying with this fabric, which I've also put on special, is that you could have all different blocks. You could have all different blocks done with different parts of the design Fussy cut down. And you would get some really, really interesting shapes happening. Obviously, using the big Waratahs would be really cool. They're going to come out predominantly orange. You can come through and take out circles, so that would go up the other way, coming off the plate design, the octagonal plate design. It's not actually a plate, but I now call it a plate because we used it as the China plate in the applique sampler. Now, I am just...
Good idea.
Went backwards. That's against the rules.
Nobody saw. They stopped looking.
They stop looking. Don't look. Don't look. So I'm just going to
Do
come
as I
through.
say, not as I do.
I'm just going to come through and chop these out. If I wasn't doing this for you now, I would actually do it with a pair of scissors. Just to be, you know, a little bit more frugal, delicate, all of that. Okay. 2. So what colour are you doing these in, Em? Oh, this is the monopoly.
Correct.
Ooh. So what do you put in the bottom, in the bobbin with the monopoly?
Bottom line.
Yeah, in the what, the colour of the background?
Yeah. Monopoly disappears. Sorry, bottom line disappears and stays in the back end.
Yeah, it does. Where's my little lining board gone?
That one?
Yep, done. Okay. So I'll pop this up just on here. We'll just give these a little press just so it's you know, stuck. Doesn't have to be really well stuck at this stage. I don't think. Well, I don't think so.
Bet you didn't plan that.
I did not plan that. But it does
We're
make
looking
sense.
through the diamond window, Lisa.
Not through the orange peel window.
No. Not the arch window. Not the round window.
It is really autumn today, isn't it?
Windy. Warm.
Windy warm. Alright, so back to here, and we
can do it from the front if you like.
Sit our window across. So as I said, you've got really lovely lines to play with, and you can even use where they've got the dots, which are your grip dots on them there. You can see you can actually use those if you want as a bit of a guide. So I'm going to line up the bottom point of my fan here, and then the dotted line is going to come all the way through the centre of my middle grevillea. Like that.
Susan, you might just like to look at that again, because you're cutting across the top of you instead of up and down, and it just didn't look quite.
What?
Oh, it looked like the blade. Yeah, see here? If you put him up to there, so you've got excess here. I think you really need to be cutting away from you. It's set up for a rider.
Set up for you. I will go to the big one for a minute.
Would you like me to cut?
Let me cut one so I don't look completely incompetent. Okay.
Easier. See that little smidge over the edge? If
That's
you're cutting
me.
away from you instead of across you, I did find when I was cutting them out before, it's more accurate.
Alright, so I'll let you do... excuse me. Can we just stop and pause for a minute?
Can you pass me that piece
Can
of green
you
while you're at it?
Just
I'll
stop
just
and
prepare
pause.
that for you.
You're going to go and put something terrible
Yes.
on it. Alright, well I'm cutting another one then, because that was just too much fun.
Then turn the ruler so you're cutting away instead of across.
You mean this way?
Yeah. Yes. Sorry, I'm going left-handed. Yes.
In another life, Emma,
I will be left-handed.
you
don't
will be
worry.
left-handed. So what we're just saying, these little rotary cutters are fantastic, but it is set up.
You can show the girls that.
I did it again. It is set up. That's better for a right-handed person, and I didn't get a great go the other way because I was using the big rotary cutter. You really do need the little one. Of course. You can draw it on and cut it out. You don't have to rotary cut. Right. Yeah. You can see from the back, Em. It's quite good.
I just thought the paper might get in your way.
Yeah, we're all good. I botched one, but it's because I might need to set one up left-handed for me and right-handed for you, yeah?
That makes sense.
Because we usually use these pie cutters that don't, it doesn't matter which way around you are. And on these, oh, I do say, ooh, nice. Nice. See what I mean about making flowers with them?
Or fans.
Look at that.
Nice.
Hey? I just want a big flower.
Dahlia style.
Yes, well it is, isn't it?
Mm.
Good one to go. While you were gone, I did them.
Good job. There's your prepared. One line's a bit hard to see.
Because I'm doing it against the edge. It's
Oh, it's
squeaky.
sweet for me too. I think
did
it's
it?
just because it's really snug. That little mini cutter is beautiful for cutting them out.
You think about all the projects that we have done over the last 10 years and how much life would have been easier if we had one of those.
I've got a little one,
And
but it's bigger than
polyfuse.
that.
And creative grids.
Oh,
Oh,
well, let's do a little creative grids demo.
what?
Pass me a piece of that.
What, this?
The offcuts.
Why?
Easy.
Yeah. Doesn't.
You can see it's not, but and I'm pushing harder. Actually, it's moving the mat, not. And you've usually got your hand on the mat. So the little grippies on that.
We need
beautiful.
more creative grids rules. It's just it. Oh, look, here's one I had earlier.
It's the swapping.
It's the swap-in. We've been watching too many YouTube American demos. We do apologise to our friends in the US.
Who was that? That was her line.
It was the girl from... Was it the Overlocker girl? Or was it one of the ones when I was doing the Checkers demos?
Way, way back.
Was it for when we used to go to America and they would get me to do those little schoolhouse demos and things? Was it Annie? Wasn't my mate Annie,
No,
was it?
it wasn't Annie, but it was somebody that we watched.
So we need to explain to the girls what on earth we're talking about because we're just reminiscing. But when you go to, so you all know Houston Festival. Before Houston Festival is Market, and Market is 3 days of manic long hours where the wholesale companies all meet and the shop owners all go in and shop for their shops. So there are distributors and then there are the manufacturers. So here in Australia we have, I can't think how many, probably about 4 or 5 major, more than that, let's make it 10, distributors that distribute for multiple fabric companies, and they represent them American companies. So they may look after, Tim does Northcote, Maywood, Figo, so they represent multiple companies. Whereas in America, the actual companies represent themselves and they sell to distributors. So I can buy, if I'm in America, I can buy from a distributor or I can buy direct from Robert Kaufman. Or it's very, very complicated. But those 3 days are massive. So I used to go and do that and represent the textile pantry, or when I was with Robert Kaufman, I'd be with them. And then we'd get 2 days where the whole place changes all around again. And then it's...
Beware of the forklifts.
Yeah, beware of the forklifts. And then it's Houston Festival. And then the day before trade show starts is Schoolhouse. And Schoolhouse is this massive program. They give out this big thing like an old-fashioned newspaper with this program. And at any one time, there will be up to 30 different people like me or a fabric company or someone doing a 20-minute demonstration, advertorial and talk in one of many, many rooms. It's like a little rabbit warren, corridors, and you work out what you're going to do for the day and then you squirrel your way through from this room to this room to this room, and everyone moves every half an hour, and it's quite frightening.
Oh, the people.
And you never know how many you're going to get. So I've done schoolhouses where I've had 6 people rock up, and I've done schoolhouses where they have been lining the walls and out the door, and you just never know. You never know what you're going to get. And often they're there for the freebies, let's face it. But it's a big thing. So Emma and I are talking about the demos, and you have to have everything ready to go because you just don't know how many people are going to rock up, and you've got 20 minutes. So the girls don't say, here's one I prepared earlier in America. They have the swap in. Now, this is where, as the designer, I go,
Martha Stewart, that's who said it, because she...
well, she's not at market.
No, but we were watching her cook something. I'm thinking, no, it came out of the oven. It is Martha Stewart.
It is, it's Martha's voice now, I can hear it. So here is the designer, I'm going he, because while I have the fan multiple times in a repeat of fabric, they are actually set up
differently.
Good
move. I like that. I like what you just done. I've seen that.
You've seen what I've done. So I'm moving them now because 2 of the fans I cut have a little bit of flannel flower and 2 have a little bit of polyester. A bit chuffed with that. Can we play later?
Gently.
Can we play? So this one, we don't want anything around it. We don't want anything to detract from the fabric, and we don't...
Go down the Fargo and show the girls.
Yeah, and we don't, I don't want blanket stitch on this. It doesn't suit it like it did the Liberty, and I don't want bias around it. So this is the same one. No, here. So you cannot see, but they are actually sewn down with monopoly, which is what Emma's going to do with this one. I want to do more in this one now. We need to show this to Natasha. Did you know Natasha has been an official Creative Grids rule demonstrator in the UK?
Seriously?
On the shopping channel.
Wow.
I know. Can't compete with that. Nor would you want to. She's just too good at it. Alright, I'm going to pop that back up there. So I'm going to iron these on. Are you all ready to go? Dry iron?
Doesn't matter. Pressing, not ironing.
I just said that with an Italian accent.
It doesn't matter. Hello to all our Italian friends who just had Sauce Weekend.
Yes. It was supposed to be Sauce Weekend here. It was Chutney Week last week. And it's Relish Week this week. Emma was most perturbed by the strange shaped zucchinis in my kitchen.
The overly large zucchinis.
Well, I thought I had got them all.
That would be compost in my mother's garden.
No.
Can you...
No.
That top left corner, can you just iron him again? Mercy.
You good now?
I'm good now. I'm happy.
Oh, I'm not.
Are you compromising the raw edge?
I compromised the raw edge. Do
can't
you
get
know,
good at these
we
things.
I think it was, the girls might disagree with me, we had a great applique sampler sesh on the weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did. And there was a moment.
Did you have a moment?
We had a moment. How many thousands of Suffolk Puff cherry blossoms have I made?
Oh, you told me about your moment. The why moment.
The why moment. The 72-degree moment. I blame Christine Davey. Give credit to, I'm not sure. Hello, Jill Johnson. Jill's here.
Okay.
Oh, lovely to see you. Yes, Diane, it is Happy International Women's Day to everyone. I had my 15 minutes in the sun in corporate world.
15 minutes?
What's that the same as? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
don't
survived.
think I even had 15 seconds.
I survived 12 months in a marketing team where I was one of 2 women in a team of 16 and lived to tell the tale. I may or may not now drink bourbon like a boy, but
as a result,
you learnt to party like the boys to fit in. She does. Fiona love Creative Grids. Yeah, and Nico says I bottle tomatoes and I'm definitely over the zucchinis. I'm over the zucchinis, but we can't give up on the zucchini. We must not shy away from the zucchini because in 3 months' time we'll be craving the zucchini again. So I'm doing for Quilter's Life the zucchini relish recipe, the zucchini this disgustingly good thing that Mum devised with a white wine sauce and grilled zucchini and bacon and sautéed onion.
That's evil.
It's evil. It's not going in a healthy quilter. Missing one. Oh, and her double whammy zucchini loaves. You get two. You get 2 loaves and they freeze. So there's
Zucchini loaves, like we're talking zucchini bread, not banana bread.
like banana bread but zucchini bread. Super spiced.
Oh, I'll have that recipe, thanks, Pam.
You'll have to join the club.
Not bringing morning tea to share, and I will not send almond croissants ever again if you're that mean.
Alright,
So would you like to get out now?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm taking my breaker and I'm going to go and find some. I was going to bring you stuff that's on sale.
I wish you would.
Okay, I'm on it.
Oh, now she's making me put the machine back this time, and I don't know where it's going. There it's going. I can see it in the right camera now.
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone.
Wait up. Ann Nichols has got chocolate zucchini muffins.
Yes, they're good. I've had those.
Oh, everyone's knocking it out now. Fiona, for our UK courgette.
Oh, courgette.
Courgette.
Yes. We must work out a way that you can move this machine aside so that we don't have to start it up.
I need to bring it. Well, Robert stole the trolley.
The trolley. Now, for this beautiful block that Lisa has just... Oh, it looks so lovely. I didn't see it from square on. Lisa has just put together. We are going to applique it using monopoly. Now, it comes with this funny little piece of white, and I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't do what the purpose of this, of white netting. Now, I am going to change to, I can't see which camera that one is.
This one?
Yes.
You want camera 3?
Yes.
There you
Oh,
go.
look at that. It comes with, this way, this way, get brain working. This camera here.
Do you want
Here we
the other
go.
one?
No, I've just got it. Comes with this funny little piece of, let's say, string bag. The purpose of that is to stop, you can't even see it, is to stop it all uncoiling and going crazy while you are
Go down a bit.
sewing. Sorry. So it just slips on like that and leave it on. And I've got this tail here. You won't be able to see it because it's invisible. And now you can chop back to whichever camera you like, but I'm thinking this one.
I'm coming back, but did you need any irises? Emma collects irises because these are on special. Do you want to go and see if there's any left? There's the purple
You're
ones
mean.
too.
You're mean.
But you're the iris queen.
I know. Off you go. They're on special.
Yeah.
Hey, there's another bolt under there. Oh my lord.
I know. And the other
I'm sorry.
irises too.
I don't have time to sew. I need to go and get it online and see what's on special.
The other thing too, you know our Asian screens pattern that we've had for a long time, where we put the geishas in and we put in medium designs.
Yes.
I have actually put that on special
The pattern?
as a digital download.
Ooh.
And I've marked it right down because a lot of our friends, Chandler's Cottage friends, are hesitant and don't understand, or a bit hesitant to buy a digital download. They don't understand it actually downloads onto your laptop. You get a
Well,
little link
can I
that you
do it on
click
my iPad too?
Yeah, and you get a
Good,
little
good.
link
Yep.
sent to you, and you click on it. We'll download it onto your iPad or onto your desktop on your computer, and then you have it straight away.
I don't have to wait for the postman.
So the con is you have to print it yourself, but often you can just read it off the screen. You don't even need to print it
Yeah,
unless
the
it's
only
got
time-
diagrams.
Well, not even diagrams. Diagrams good. Templates would be the only time.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I have put that down because these would be perfect in Asian screens.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So $7, and you know the best thing about a download, and the girls, and I must say, most of my download girls are UK girls.
They don't have to wait for the post,
No.
and they don't have to pay the duty.
That's right.
And
And you get to Friday night and you want
Hello.
to make it, and you want to make it now.
hello, Auntie. I can't remember.
Lorna.
Auntie Lorna, if she's watching.
And Fiona downloads patterns, I'm sure. The girls can see what you're doing?
I would like this camera, please.
Yes.
The computer.
You would think by now.
Yeah, but the computer's in front of where the numbers are.
Yeah, but we've never got it. There you go. Off you go.
Okay.
The girls can't see your thread. It's all a trick.
No, it is. This really does look like a trick, because even I am struggling at this distance to see the thread because it's invisible. I have bottom line in the bobbin, and I've moved to the invisible hem stitch, which has stitches in a straight line and then one little picket into my applique fabric, and finding the accelerator. And the only problem is you need to know exactly where in the stitch pattern you are when you start, and that should be, yes, beautiful. So I'm not sure that you can see it actually jumping a smidge to the inside of the applique, but I will speed up. And the fact that I have the thread net on the spool of thread also prevents it from uncoiling when I speed up or slow down. And the advantage with doing it like this, did we do it like this in the sample? Yes, we did. Rather than having to turn that point, this is also a little bit of creating habits. I've actually gone across to the next peel, and Lisa's going to keep walking into shot, and she'll just change the camera while I stitch. That's fine.
Is that alright?
Yeah, if you don't mind the noise.
This is another precious little thing that's on special.
I can't look.
I know you can't look. Which would also be
nice.
Absolutely gorgeous to play with. There are a lot of orders in there already.
Linda, have
Jill,
the girls already been peeking?
There. Yeah, they have. I can see what they're doing. But this would be lovely to fussy cut with the Creative Goods template. But if you have a close look too, you might recognise it. It is the same print that we've used on the Japanese fan bag. In a different colour.
Yes.
We're back with those next week. There's lots. No, we've already planned next week. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Don't think we're organised.
Again, you can download the Japanese fan bag pattern. And if you buy this on
Is it on special too?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you have so many things on special.
I've got 100 and something. I don't know what happened. I'm not knowing. You still going?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to put
because I'm doing the continuous this time. So this time round, by going through the centre and crossing over to the next peel, the next wedge of peel, I don't have to do 8 lots of points like I did when the peels were separated. This time I only have to pause for thought and Lisa, stop putting fabric on the corner of the table, you moved the machine.
Did not.
Did do. So the only time I have to pause is when I get to these outside points, and then I know exactly where I am in my stitch pattern, and I can keep racing on again, and Lisa will show you something else that's on special.
These got to go. Did you know, I've actually I have even put some liberties on special.
What?
I know. And again, I looked at what we had a lot of.
Yeah.
And I thought about what's coming in.
And you're in trouble with Steve if you don't move some stuff?
The liberties all have to fit on those.
Yes, those special
ones.
shelves.
They cannot spill past that.
Okay.
Like they have at the moment, and they're up.
Oops.
So
we don't need that little sign that says if there are no, if your liberties are missing from here, look there.
Look there. They've all got to go back because we're moving that furniture around.
Yes.
And so I've had a look at it, and I took the ones we had a lot of, and they're the ones that are on. Well, not a lot.
No, just a couple.
Because when you don't know how much we've got of everything that's here when you actually order it.
No.
So
unless you order it all.
So I like the idea of having less in stock of lots of different ones rather than having a lot of stock of few, so that everyone's got more variety.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Are you nearly done?
I must be getting close.
So what was this stitch called again?
This is the invisible hem stitch. It's what you would use when you fold your leg on your trousers, or if you've got a skirt that's got a hem that goes for 3 days.
Yes.
you don't do it by hand. Please don't be doing it by hand. Grab your manual, find out what stitch it is. It'll be something that does a few straight stitches, and that will be actually in the seam allowance. And then the way you fold your fabric, it actually takes the little side step into the fold that will be into the leg of your trousers or up into the body of the skirt. It is the best stitch, and there's no excuse for ironing tape or staples or sticky tape for that matter on school uniforms. Got that?
Spoken like a true primary school administrator.
And I'm finished, Lisa. I've got an inch to go.
I'm having lunch with Liz.
How are you? Jimbaroo.
Yeah. When I first met, you've got a Melanie story and I've got a Liz story. My two good mates in Beaumaris. When I met Liz,
It's a beautiful thing.
it's a beautiful thing.
And you can't see a single
Look
stitch.
at that. Can you hold that? You hold that up again.
Next to this one.
Yeah.
Put it,
Look
you can
at
actually
that,
see
it's
how
so
the
different.
concept works make your orange peel quilt there. I'll just pull my face out of the shot. Is that better?
Yeah, and you know what I like as well? Can you lift it up? So what am I trying to do?
I'm not sure.
To here. So you can see you can do your borders so that you're just using half of each one.
You would like me to kind of go like this.
I
And I
think I
can
would.
because there's still stabiliser behind it. So
Yeah, like that. Yeah. So they go across like a chevron.
clever.
Funky. I like that. So when I first met Liz and I went up the street one morning, I caught her with the double-sided ironing hemming tape going around Megan's skirt, and I was horrified. I didn't even know this stuff existed. And then you got Mel one night because she came
in and she had a beautiful knitted, very, very, very beautiful knitted long line vest thing, and there was a pull across it.
She was going to flick it.
She was mortified because it had obviously cost her a pretty penny. Would you like me to do that?
Yeah. We should get some of those. I bought you one.
did some. You did get some.
I did. But we should get them for the girls as well because we're going to be doing stuff with wool and stuff.
We're not making any more, are we?
What?
Invisible.
No,
Okay.
no, you're twinning.
What?
No,
I'm circling.
We're circling. We're circling. All right, so the next one we want to do is this one. So the other great thing that these can be used for is to cut the perfect circle. Absolutely perfect circle really easily with your rotary cutter. So if you have a look at this, I've used the small one here. So your orange peel curve is actually the quarter of a circle. It is the perfect circular curve. So this is what happens. You just rotate the template around to get yourself a perfect circle. Now obviously I've taught you or shown you 100 times how to get a circle from anything from a sherry glass cotton reel up to a plate. But to do it with a rotary cutter and to do it accurately to a perfect size is another thing. So this is going to enable us to do it. Now I've got two bits here. It's just way too organised, prepared. So first of all, these ones that are in here are also on special. So you will find there wasn't a lot of the blue left. Oh, and the green's up too.
Oh,
And it's got that
I do
little
like
splash
the
of
green.
it's nice, isn't it? We had it in the jade pack. Well, that went
goodbye.
on. So we've got the leaves and that one on special. Again, that's just about evening out what we have of everything. So we've got a lot of variety for you, but we don't actually have masses in stock at any time. So, and what did we decide with these? We decided
You were going to cut
generous,
4
yeah.
squares. Yep.
and generously cut, so about 5.5 inch, wasn't it? So that they are well and truly big enough to piece into a 4-patch block that we can then...
Do you have a die cutter there?
What happened to my box?
Is it over there? Oh, this box here. Sorry. It meant I could go closer to the edge of the table.
All right, I've got my cutter. So we'll just cut this down. We'll cut this down. Just it can be as neat or as wonky as you want. Really.
You do want to make a 4-patch.
No, but I've just realised, it doesn't even have to be a 4-patch, does it?
Oh, it could be crazy patched.
And it could be crazy patched. Could be anything. And then it all comes down to oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6, Em.
What is?
Right, so we want 2 of those. Now, we're going to have to go up here because I've decided to get the really nice effect of using the ombres, which are both up as well, is to play around with different parts of the shading in the ombre to piece together your blocks. So if you were going to use this technique to create circular blocks, you'd want to lay them all out so that you get all different, combinations of different shades from your ombre print. So you can see here, I've got light, medium and dark going on. Right, so that's that one, and then I'll just grab this grey. Now this is the one that I've told you about before that's infamous in the building. We will try and remember to turn them all through if you order them, but I don't want to say the numbnut, but I'm going to say obviously the person with their learner plates on at the fabric company managed to bolt it inside out. Now I've seen the bolting machines. Look, honestly, it'd be something that I would do, particularly when you look at the back of this fabric. It would be easy enough to make that mistake. But there you go. It's been bolted back the front, so when it's on the box, it's actually sitting like that. And you can see, yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to do on a bad day. The other lovely thing about this ombre fabric is it does go light enough that you could actually be cutting your orange peels or your pieces to create your circles from the dark end, and you could be using the light end as your actual block background. Nice. Are you going to piece these out there, Em, or are we doing it in here?
The machine's on the floor.
Is it? Oh, okay. I'll grab it up.
Do you want me to go to the 790?
It's a 735, actually.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Would you like me to go to the 735?
No, that's okay. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, that would be good. If I hand them to you. Because then I'll show the girls what else I've got here on the stand. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I've just prepared you back for another few minutes.
You might have to kick Ginny. You might have to kick Ginny off my chair.
She looks so comfortable.
She's got to go. See that? Does that work for you?
Can I go like that then? Because they've got that little stripy bit, and I'd like.
Don't you want them to pinwheel?
Yes, I did. Sorry, I thought this was the opposite. No, these two are the same. Oh man.
How's that?
Oh.
You right now?
May I borrow that block to transport it?
Really, Emmy, it's the demo. It doesn't.
Yeah, but bye now.
I don't know what thread's in it, but have fun in there. Don't sit on the cat.
No.
Don't sit on the cat. Right, one thing that we do need to do today is work out who won this lovely scarf. So when Em's sewing next time, I will go and get the number generator ready. If you are one of the lucky people that won our prizes last week, they are still sitting here. They didn't go out. We had so much to remember with the orders going out this week. I didn't bother going looking, so I will send them out separately for you. The other thing, between remembering to put in the black velour with the 30 centimetres of cork and the other things we did with the freebie packs, I did miss 2 or 3, I think, of the girls that were getting the free pattern for the Doves and Love that were going out with our pre-cut packs. So what I'm actually going to do is go back from the start of the show on Thursday night, and whoever who ordered them from that point on, I'm actually going to email you the design so you can print it out yourself, and that would be really nice to have on file anyway. So you don't have to photocopy it, you'll be able to print it whenever you need it. So that will also be that will also happen. Now, just while Em's doing that as well, just to run through a couple of the other things. Mum and Dad were down for dinner, as some of my girls know, on Sunday night. We ran overtime, and then all of a sudden I went, I gotta go. Mum and Dad are coming. And Mum brought down a very nice piece of beef, and we had a roast, but while it was cooking, and Dad was inspecting the vegetable garden, and we were working out what we're going to plant for winter and all those sorts of lovely things you do on a Sunday with family, Mum spotted that I had still neatly packed away in a tub under our cutting table all the ends of, if you like, the ends of the bolts of the Maywood Studio shadow plays that we had in our Boxing Day sale way back. And I just, you know, they're just sitting there, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. Mum was here. So by the time the roast was ready, which did come with complications, you know, because I always want to use my own potatoes, but I hadn't dug them up, so we had to run out and dig up potatoes and all sorts of things. Mum said, I want them cut into fat eighths, please, and I'm going to pack them off. So there are about, I think there's about 10 or 11 of these packs, and you get 8 lovely, and it is a mystery, it's potluck, but they are all quite similar, lovely fat eighths of Maywood shadow play to add to your stash. And they are, I think I made them ridiculously cheap. So instead of $26, which would be their value, they're well under $20. So there's quite a few of these. Well, I think she made up about 12 of them, 11 or 12 of them. There is more there, so if they prove popular, I might be able to get a few more made up. Mind you, I don't get the same thrill out of doing that Mum does. So mostly you're going to get all classic colours that we use all the time, like that. You might get a little bit of a pop of yellow every now and then, but that's what they look like. So they're just, you know, again, you know, I've really got this thing at the moment where I just love having lots and lots of different coordinates for you to use for applique or for piecing, and these are super nice to have. So I've got those. And then the other thing that I've popped on special, which would be absolutely fantastic for using the orange for doing this, absolutely fantastic for doing this, is these fat eights that we had a little while ago, and they've been online, but I think, you know, we've got so much stuff now, we forget what's there. And with just going through and, you know, stock taking and doing a little bit of a tidy up, I went, wow, I think Emma and I played with these to do tropical fish, didn't we, originally? And then we went back and did a heap more packs, and we haven't come back to them, but I have marked them down again super cheap today as well. So they're all, these packs are all the same that I've got in, but lots of beautiful dotty AU batiks. And as I said, something like this would be really good fun. And if you've got more batiks around, you can mix and match and pop them in. If there is any of those left after this week, after the sale, we might come back and do something with them again, but I think they'd really work well. They're the Liberty packs that are up. The other thing that Em's going to show you in coming up in a minute too is the bias making, and we've got a very, very, very few, only about 5 or 6 of ready-made bias. We did have a little more, some people have already grabbed them, but this is the super high quality clover ready-made bias. So if you don't want to make your own, we're going to show you how to do it if you haven't done it before. You can actually buy it already done with the adhesive on the back. So all you need to do is peel off that adhesive and stick it down. So, you know, if you really are tight for time, this, I think, is going to be worth it. We've got it in the black. I'll see how we go. I'll see what you think of it. We might try and get some more. But this took forever to get out of the States. It's made in Japan. Look at the gold. This, I mean, come on, Christmas, that would have to be worth it for me. And I'm never going to be able to make the gold. That's the thing. It is a Lurex gold, so it's absolutely beautiful, and yeah, not going to be able to make it. So that's a bit special. Ah, thanks. Have I got my... What am I putting on the back? Sorry, I'm going to panic. I'm putting this on the back, yes?
Yes, you put it on. Would you
Before...
like me to attach that for you?
Do you see how I did that? Up in there. And this one that Em's doing with the bias, this has also been made with our panels that we have, that we're promoting for you to buy and make something and send it in for Rachel Daisy to judge. And you can tell Emma's been on this bit. But we thought this was the most fantastic way to demonstrate the orange peels as well with our promotional bolt. So the whole idea is, if you buy 60 centimetres of this or more and you send us in a picture of what you've made, the lovely Rachel Daisy has already agreed, is very excited about judging a winner, and you win the kit to make her gorgeous cushion, which is my cushion, by the way.
That you made while you were away.
Steve, Phil tried to put tabs on it. My children have tabs on enough kits and stuff in this building. They're not getting my Daisy
I'm
cushion.
laughing at the last one that Steve did. It's like, but I want one. I produced the stock bike. Yeah, but you didn't put the number in right first.
He wanted one of those Tree of Life panel quilts, and he got the number wrong. So he's not too impressed at all. He stashed a whole bolt of jade dragons to make him a Doona cover.
Right.
I'm taking that out of his wage. Where'd you go with my block?
I just wanted to give the seam allowances an extra
Okay.
because they've got a little bit of boof.
Boof. Thank you. So now the M's popped.
Turn it over so the girls can see what I bought.
This is so cool. I want to go with you. Look at that. Look, see, so we've got dark light, all from the same fabric. And then M's popped on the back a nice piece of steamer seam.
What colour will we be appliquing that with?
I don't know. Black. Black, please.
Okay.
Did we not make that decision?
No, we didn't. We knew what stitch we were doing, but not what.
Alright. So now you can see, I can come back with my Creative Grids ruler, and I can line up again the lines that are on the ruler with the seams on my pieced square, and then I can curve around here perfectly and cut it down to a circle. So go around to that side, so that bit's now loose. Do you think if you would got do you think...
Sorry, you asked me that when I was on the floor.
So I've got another line in my head that's popped up on Instagram feed, junk feed. This guy pulls over this young guy in a Ferrari, and he gets out and he goes, "Do you know who my father is?" And the policeman goes, "Why, hasn't your mother told you yet?" And I just love the line. I love the line. So I'm wondering, Emma, if you were super careful.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying to be now live on Facebook. If you could use
Just keep your fingers
the cutout, the bit that's left.
As I was cutting them out myself, I thought, "Oh, what could we do with these?"
So if you had the whole thing covered in steamer seam, you could have a little. Would it be like reverse applique?
Yes. Drunkard's pass reverse.
Oh my goodness!
Get out.
If you had toile or a picture scene underneath. Speaking of toile, Kaney's birthday's coming up.
I thought it had been. Isn't she February?
No.
Oh no, she's the same day as my sister. Yes. Oh damn! I don't have
25th?
present. Yes. I have a birthday present for my sister.
So I just went round all 4 segments every single time, lining up the lines to the centre here, so it was all square.
Can can I tell you, it's
Oh, I
very
missed a
difficult
bit.
to insert a bobbin when the machine's on the floor.
Well, you can do it up here. The girls won't mind.
I'm just trying to save a little time.
Oh, I missed a bit. We're definitely. Hope you can see that, but it has an R for right-handed.
Would you like me to write that for you?
No, we're good.
Okay.
We're all good. You'll wing this. I'm just. It was just where the seam.
Hey, line.
No, I don't have to. It's because it's all curved. Ta-da! Pretty impressive, huh? I did that myself.
Have we got Visiflex all the way to the edge? No, you need to make the smaller one this time.
We made the smaller one last time.
Oh, don't know what we've done.
Did we do the bigger one last time?
I don't know. Oh, you cut it. I wasn't looking. But you don't have Visiflex. Just make a small one. The girls don't mind. I do. You talk.
Oh, okay. Move in. I'll get out. What do you wish to talk about? Garfield. I can talk about Garfield. No, the girls already know about Garfield.
Oh, do they?
They are not
Does
allowed
everyone
to.
know about Garfield?
We had the big meeting on Friday.
Yeah, but do these girls know about Garfield?
Yes, they're not supposed to.
Did you give it away?
There was something the other day about keeping it all a secret until the details were confirmed, and I was like,
And you went, sorry, horse bolted.
oops. Oops.
It's too late to shut the
It's
gate.
too late to shut the gate. The main thing you need to do is not email me and say, Lisa, I can't find the event on trybooking.com yet, because it's not there yet. So we are holding, you're there, right?
May the 15th?
14th and 15th. There's 2 days.
Okay. Probably, but
Let's just do it. 14th and 15th of May.
just put it in your calendar. Don't
Margaret
worry about try
Upton,
booking yet.
Lisa Chandler and Karen Stiles, with Emma Bowman in attendance at the door, you know, are holding a needlecrafters soiree.
Can I bring my musical instruments?
Have you got pearls?
Of course. Excuse me. These are some of my birthday pearls that
There's
I
some of
got
your birthday pearls?
from the Stitches, the Not Just Daisies ladies.
I gave you pearls.
You did. That's on a necklace.
We are having a soiree. It's not a sit-in. It's not. It is a soiree.
That would be a stitch-in.
It's a classy event. It's got a 1920s feel to it. You will arrive and there will be a beautiful bag on your beautifully set table.
Goodies. Projects.
Projects. One from each of us, especially created for the event. And you just pull it out and bring your basic sewing kit. We'll tell you what to bring. Just
So-
basic sewing kit.
Hand sewing.
And you just sit and sew and stitch and talk. And there will be hourly door prizes, gorgeous prizes.
Hourly door prizes. How long does it go for?
Do you want to know who's making morning tea?
Pam.
No. No, Karen and Margaret and I are actually making everyone's morning tea. So it'll be hand-baked by your tutors. High tea stands. My high tea stands.
The infamous.
I'm doing all the table decorations.
Did you get the Monopoly on there?
Yep.
Can you just take a step that way and I'll go and
show
press
what you've
that?
done. Oh,
Hang on, that
It
disappears.
disappears. Go this. Go
That is weird.
Hey, that's not funny. It happens here all the time. But that's not fair. It is definitely a contrast.
There is no. It's over there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's there.
Maybe
Alright,
I need to stitch it in red so you can see that.
maybe.
Okay. Let me just go to the iron.
Sure.
Now,
The other thing too that I've popped the Figos. I shouldn't call them Figos. They're actually, the collection is called Bijou. And Bijou is a collection made by Figo, which I've told you before is a Canadian company. And it was just that range that just clicked a little bit of a switch with me to go in a slightly different direction with what we stocked. Not with what I designed, but what I had stocked. I've got show and tell. When Emma comes back, I'll show you. Yeah. I have show and tell. I have strike-offs from Japan.
No.
I do. So FIGO is available in a couple of different ways for you on the website. It's definitely by the metre, and I've taken the box, I've just marked them down a little bit because I didn't want to go overboard, because we are going to continue to use this range a fair bit with a few different things. But they're marked down a little. So just to give you a little bit more of a closer up, there are quite a few different ones in the range. This one we've talked about before with the cross stitches on it. It's just begging for someone to come along with a variegated embroidery thread and have some fun with that. Then you've got this one. This comes in different colours with the stripes and the stars, and this is my fave with the half circles. And of course the half circles would look sensational in the block that we're working on at the moment, because it will reflect the shapes. So there's lots of different ones, and there's a lot more of them up here. So you can buy them by the half metre piece, and I have taken a little bit off the pre-cut packs that they come in as well this week if you wanted to grab some. Are you good to go?
I'm good to rock and roll.
All right, I'll pop you up in here. I'm going to find my phone. I'm going to go find my strike offs. It's out there somewhere. Yep. I'll go and grab the strikes. The other thing that Creative Grids, as you know, do now too, is a really good mask template. I might get some in. I know we don't have to wear them as much, but we are still going to have to. You have to. And when we go away on planes and stuff, I'm over the pale blue ones. At the show, you know. So, all right, I'll let you in.
Oh,
you want that?
I'll have to stitch that.
I'll go find my strikes.
And I'm back. I did choose a, strange as it might sound, black and red variegated thread instead of the black, so that when we go around that black quarter of the circle, you will be able to see where it actually starts and finishes. And I'll take my hands away while it's just doing its thing. And I was a bit concerned because I know that I think it's Signature Variegateds, they change colour every 6 inches, which really wouldn't have cut it around the circle, but Superior Variegateds change colour every inch.
Denise is really worried.
Is she?
Yeah.
Because I keep going into the basement?
No, because her surname's Garfield and she's worried we're all going to rock up at her house.
Oh, cool. What's the address?
I've just gone back and had a look at what everyone's talking about. It's fine. Don't worry, Denise. It's not at your place. There is a lovely little... It's almost like a village, Garfield.
It is.
Isn't it?
It is.
That we're holding the event in. And it's actually... When you get there, you'll be like, what? We're actually holding it in... There's a big hall down. They've got a big recreation area that's got a bowling club and the swimming pool and the football oval and stuff. And we're holding it in the hall there.
Rural sounding. Lots of lovely rural communities put all of their sporting clubs together.
Yeah, they do. Hi, Petra.
Have you, by chance, had a look at the time?
I know.
I did a little flip out.
I know, so much for a short show. We don't need to do the whole one, probably.
We want to see that bit of black, damn it.
Oh, you started in the
I did. You keep talking.
While you're doing that, I want to show the girls.
Let me move that down so you don't impale yourself.
This is one of the latest blocks from the Applique sampler.
It's very nice.
I should have told the girls during the sampler to sit down before I showed it to them, because they were going, don't worry, you're not needle turning. But I wanted to show them this double stitch. So on your machines, I don't know if I can get it up close enough. You can just see it here.
Would you like me to change to that stitch as I go around this black edge, just for fun?
No, that's right. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Can you?
Yep.
It's actually, for want of a better word, a double-sided blanket stitch. So it will go in and secure the edge and run along the edge of your fabric, but it also does a spike outwards. And I've chosen to use it for the kangaroo paw stem and the top because kangaroo paw stems are furry.
They are.
So it was a good one to use for that. So that's all at the printers finally and happening. I was going to pick it up this afternoon.
You ordered something else.
Now I might be picking up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's right, picking up something else. Someone else.
Oh, yeah, I've got to go back and pick up Rob. We thought he was staying.
I think you better take 2 coffees for that trip because you're going to be in peak hour
Isn't
and
it?
it's boy.
It's sort of funny now because we haven't all travelled a lot.
No. And we forget about driving in city traffic.
Peak hour and the infamous Elizabeth Street Racecourse Road roundabout.
Let me just say, don't bother with the southeastern car park at the moment in peak hour.
You there? There you go.
There you go. You can show the girls. Oh, they look like little H's.
Oh, that is cute, isn't
That is
it?
very cute.
I don't know if they can see on this one. No, I'm going to let you out.
Yep.
And then,
Can we just turn this guy this
yeah,
way?
Because we need to crack straight onto that bias.
Oh, I want you to go to sleep, but I just pushed a button.
Right, Tom. Thank you. Well, where'd you go? There you are. Something went wrong. I want that one. He's gone to sleep. Oh, Robbie thought he'd fixed it. No, don't worry about it.
No?
Yeah, no, it's all fine. We'll just run with this one.
Do you need this one? Do you need me to hold it here?
I'm just hoping that it is going to show. It doesn't. It's not bad. Anyway,
Let me give you an added light.
look at that. So, what we're trying to show you in the light. Oh, that's a bit better. That's a bit better. So you can see it's all blanket stitched down. But as I said, we just tried to show you this other stitch, but I think because of the variegated, it hasn't worked as well. But that is that block. So it is the same one. We've just done it differently. And we've got to move. This is going to be a quick and easy show.
Yeah.
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 So we've got, and I'm very conscious people have got grandkids and stuff to babysit and things. I know. So the last one that we want to do is this one with the bias. So what do you need to do in terms of threads on this machine? You need to change threads.
I need to just set up the threads. Did you want to do that bit?
Yeah, I'll take that. Let me take the board out of your way.
Okay, keep going with the board by about 2 inches. Beautiful.
There you go. So this one here, what we want to do this time round is fussy cut down some border stripe and we're going to edge it in binding instead. So I'm just going to chuck that all down there. That all down there. Then I've got some room.
Oh, let me whack some stabiliser on the back of the orange for you.
I love the way you just take stuff and do stuff like that. That's really good. So this one, and this will be reminiscent to my Applique Club Girls because they have already done something with bias with fussy cut border stripe. So this is why I know it's going to work. Because this little template that we've used again and again and again today is going to, there we go. I like to be able to see what you are talking about so I can answer any questions you've got. So you can see I can actually lay the template over all of the different sections of the border stripe on here. So I am actually worried that people in the applique sampler now are going to be growling at me because they will go, well, if we'd known that, If we'd actually known that, we wouldn't have done all that stuff.
Green threads.
There we go. So we'll cut that bit off. Em's actually made up some bias for it. So instead of, using the ready-made cool stuff I just showed you, she's actually made it for us ready. She's cut down my olive green flowering gum into 5/8 strips cut on the bias, and she's backed it ready to go so that can just be ironed on. Move that out of the way. So now I can come back here. Let's have a look. So I actually want this shape here, so we'll pop this on the back. Flip it over and I'll put one of those on there, like that. We might just do 2, Em.
I was thinking let's only do 1.
Okay, we'll do 1. Can I cut 2?
Oh no, can you do 2? Because then I can do that sweeping.
The sweep.
Yep.
So the sweep is going to be the same as what you did with the monopoly, but
Correct.
This time we're actually doing it with twin needle, is that right?
Correct. And we're going right off the edge. We're not turning at the corner.
Yeah, that's what we did with the sampler too. We've just gone off the edge. We've gone off grid.
Just going to turn it off.
Do you realise I've realised I can never go off grid?
No?
Well, not if I want to keep talking to the girls. I can't go off grid. Or is that not what it means?
No, off grid just means the power source, I think.
Listen, we have enough trouble with mains power source and still here without.
I'd love to go off grid, because did you know that when all the solars are creating enough power, they actually stop you with your solars on your roof from using your own solar power because there's too much feeding back into the system?
I have heard that. Did you know that there is quite a substantial life expectancy to wind turbines? And they don't last forever, particularly if they're in seawater like the ones in Holland and things. They're corroding.
Oh.
So they're all going to have to be replaced, or
I can't do this
they're
now.
going to nuclear. Oh, I can't. Do you want me to do it? Oh, you're putting the needle.
twin.
The twin needles going in. So the twin needles are marked in the sale as well.
Back of the twin needle packet says,
Yes.
use suitable presser foot for the throat and throat plate, so don't use your straight stitch foot plate, and adjust the zigzag dial to the 0 position. So don't, come on, I turned it, thank you. Don't leave it on the blanket stitch or the invisible hem stitch.
Oh, no.
One must go back to straight stitch.
Got to be straight stitch. Always straight stitch, yes?
Yes, it does say, or to slight offset.
But no.
No, don't mess with yourself. I would like to say the number 20 foot
Yes.
beautifully fits the bias.
Okay.
The 1/4 inch bias that I used.
Okay. I think that the 1/4 inch, I mean, if you want to try out something different on your machine that you haven't tried before, I think that a twin needle is a great investment. Because you're not investing in a new foot.
No.
You're not, it's not a lot of money, and it's going to just give you something really cool to try out, to get the manual out and have a look at how it all works.
That's what my mother got for her birthday.
What did she get?
She got a new tablecloth and 12 placemats. Guess what? They were all hemmed with a twin needle, so they look beautiful.
So where would you like these guys? Do you want them going this way?
No, side by side.
Side by side like this?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Now, with a twin needle, you can't use your automatic needle threader anymore. You have to cut a nice, fresh cut on your thread and thread it. What do you call it? Snake charming wise? No, that's when it's long, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice and close.
I've got the hang of this.
Now, twin needle
thing.
threading.
Yes.
It's threading the same way. The only difference is with the second thread, you go on the opposite side of the tension disc.
Do you think that's going to be the same for most brands and machines?
Potentially, but again, consult your machine, learn what your machine does. Because sometimes it will tell you which thread to thread into which needle and which side of the tension disc to do.
Okay. I really, really, really want to make a lotus flower.
Not right now.
With
Snake charming didn't work.
With the pink ombres.
Oh, that would be very nice.
Isn't it? And we've got
You need some yoga studio. They'll have a lotus flower as their logo. Oh, come on.
We've got one. Do you need me to do that?
No, it's just a second needle. The light's different. It's all good.
I'm ready.
Oh, of course you are. They stuck on? Are they ironed on?
Oh, no.
And where's the bias?
Yeah, okay.
But you're ready. It's getting a bit cramped here in the studio.
As I now have to go back to the city
Yes.
this afternoon, I'm just thinking out loud. We've said till midnight tonight. I was going to stay up. I was going to have a nana nap and stay up. But probably
them off.
now, you've probably got till tomorrow morning. This bias.
Yeah, and could you pass up the other piece of ironing board?
It's not what you want, is that?
No.
This big one?
Yes, please. That little big one.
All right. While you're just playing,
Not playing.
can I show the girls these?
Can I just show them how I'm going to put the bias tape on? I'm actually going to come right round this semicircle.
Push cut.
I'm looking at the wrong screen.
There you go.
I'm going to come right round this semicircle.
Mhm.
Now I am keeping my bias on the edge, and because we've used steamer seam, a little piece on the back, it will stay in place until I give it a press.
Mm.
I am keeping my bias on the edge, otherwise right at this point there will be crossover and we want them to actually nest against each other.
Nice.
How did I find this out? The hard way.
Oh yeah, look at that. This is impressive.
And we've stitched that one in a contrasting thread just for one hoop so that you can see that it is machine stitched here.
Oh.
They're all machine stitched, but we did these ones in black and this in the blue.
I'm going to have to do that lattice thing I talked about. Can I have camera one back for a minute?
Yep. Could you just give that a little press, not iron, press, up, down, up, down.
Up, down, up, down.
Cut to you.
Up, down.
Yep,
Up,
please.
down. Up, down.
Upston. Chandler.
Like that.
Yep.
Take away. Just to show you, we are bringing back the black.
Oh. Oh! Sorry, I've just actually looked at what you're talking about.
So I just got these in yesterday from the factory in Japan, and we are going back to, when we reprint our flowering gum, we are going back to having black. So
Love the black.
I just
50 Shades?
Emma,
The black.
This is a family show. This is. I just want to show you. I had to choose between. You ready? A, B, and C. And yes, they are all different.
You did it in the daylight.
They are different. They really are. So we went with B. So this is our new. So we'll be having black. But see this down here. What's wrong?
It just needed me to have pulled on this little bit. A little
Oh.
bit. It's got a little bump.
Oh. I'll wait until you're ready before I put it up close and personal for the girls to see what you're doing. Actually, they can't see what you're doing because you're not angled.
I can change angle. I'm ready when
Right.
you're ready.
So, This is shiny. But see this little bleed down here? That's because when they do strike-offs, it is literally done by hand for me.
Oh,
so it's not the big automated
like
machine. There's some
printed.
gorgeous little Japanese man stands there.
with
and
the squeegee and puts the different screens on.
yes, he does.
That is very cool.
It is cool, isn't it?
Now, would you like me to turn the machine so the girls can actually see what's happening here?
Yeah, we
And
will.
how beautiful it is that this foot fits this bias.
And if you wonder why I'm a nutter, oh, that was Uber Eats wanting to know if you want to order in. It is Uber Eats. This, you wonder why I'm a nutter? Look at all those shades of grey and black I had to get right.
Yeah. We know you're a nutter. So now do you wish me to cut to, I don't know which camera this is? That's that one.
Yeah, so we need to just do that. There you go.
Okay. It'd be great if the girls could see the front of the foot.
They can't.
No.
I need to set it up next time for them, but you need to push number 2 so they can at least see that.
2?
Yeah. There you go. But
Okay.
that's as
You
best
might
I
have to
can
drive.
get you. Oh, yeah, I'll drive.
Here, have an accelerator.
Thanks.
Don't go fast.
Any trick
though.
to this?
Yeah, just don't go fast. Really no trick because the 1/4 bias.
Look at
fits
that.
so beautifully.
I see what you mean.
That's going to make me go home and pull
You know what
out.
I'm going to do? Can you push cut? I don't want them to think I'm not doing anything. Right, I'm going to take a photo like that.
Yep.
And then
add
I'll
it to the
post it.
feed. Yep.
I'll add it to the feed for the girls. Wow, this is amazing.
So for all the girls who don't go too fast, don't get excited, who
Can you cut it? Yeah.
have stained glass or they've got visions of grandeur, want to do a stained glass quilt.
This is it. So we
The
need
number
to...
24 1/4 bias. I have a stained glass quilt that I started.
Are we bringing back the Celtic knot, yeah?
Yep,
All right. Celtic, what is it? Celtic Christmas medallion.
that's it.
And we're bringing back, remember I said...
tulips?
Yeah, the Art Deco tulips with some Melba. Now what? Just needle up?
No, yes, I was going to say don't cut.
Don't cut.
Yeah, use the thread cutter on the side of your machine and pull it by holding the threads together so you don't accidentally, which it has just, you didn't, you smoothed it out. If you pull it by the whole body of the fabric, what it will tend to do is pull on the bobbin thread, which Lisa's cut really short now, and it will pull it to make it sit like a tuck.
Okay.
So the trick is pinch all of that, take it over to your thread cutter, then cut it.
Right, got it. I can't believe how neat. Oh, look at the black on the back.
Shh, we didn't change the bobbin.
No,
we
I
had
know.
no time.
And look at that. That's so cool the way it does it. The way the machine.
So make sure your bobbin is full.
Yeah.
'Cause you're using
Because you're going to
twice as
use,
much
you're gonna
bobbin
use
thread.
twice as much. It's just such a neat finish. I have to say it instead of sewing it by hand, isn't it? It's a different. It's a different look. It's a different look. So
But we did
that's
show the girls how invisible the black thread is on the black.
yes. So you can't even see
No.
that that's on there. So it looks really different. All right. So that was our short, sharp.
And we really
Show,
didn't
and I
mess
haven't done number 5. So we won't. We will save it for next
Another
week.
time.
I really, really want to come back and do a show Saturday, Sunday. I just can't commit to what time yet. I'm sure you understand that. So as soon as I can, I'm going to pop back in.
When you know what you know, you'll know.
Because you know that I've got my applique design ready to do on the French linen that we had a look at on Thursday night. So that's the next thing I want to do. All right, so I'm going to leave you everything, as I said, everything that we have talked about or shown you today is up, and I've also marked a little bit up, but on special, I marked down a little bit the bias makers, the monopoly, the little skinny rotary cutters are ridiculously cheap. I think I got the pricing wrong in the first place, so make the most of that. The steamer seam everything is there. The main thing is, see, I thought I'd get away with it because I thought Rob wasn't home till tomorrow.
What are you not getting away with now?
Everything that I put on special. Well, I know it's my business, but they all go, what did you put that on special for?
I have been known to question
There
that.
are threads. There's Goldafina. If you use a lot of Goldafina, there's stuff up. So there's heaps and heaps of stuff there. So please have a look through. But really, I would get it in before midnight. I'm going to go and start filling orders. I was now, wasn't I? I'm not now.
Yep.
So you've got a bit longer. I'll be up filling orders from about 6 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I will take them down. So if you're Fiona and you're on shift work, you'll be fine. You can get away with more, definitely. If you've got any questions, please send them through by email. Go email, because we invariably seem to lose a lot of comments once the show's finished and stuff. I can't get them all. Catherine, you are most welcome. And Jane, thank you very much. Thank you, Yvonne. Oh, they're all still here. Good on them. Yes,
I hope they've had a coffee.
Denise Garfield's in New South Wales. That's why she was really worried we were all going to rock up. She didn't know we had a
Is
town
she
to rock
driving?
up. Thanks, Fiona. I will drive carefully. But you can come down. Come down. We'd love to have her at the retreat.
Yes.
Yep, primary
Not
position.
the retreat.
VIP. It's not a retreat.
It's a soiree.
Swear, it's all going to be good fun. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all your support and your best wishes for Rob. And I will pass them on. And I will see you sometime over the weekend. And we will be definitely back Tuesday at 2 o'clock next week.
Okay.
I'm giving you the look. Yes, we are back Tuesday next week.
Hair and makeup next week.
And Course Life Girls, I will definitely see you in the next couple of days as well. All right. Thank you. Bye. See you later. And turn this